Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us. Hey, Charlotte County. This is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I haven't did a rant for a while on Charlotte County Sheriff and their Facebook page. And another piece of information that I got too. This is Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. So they even took over the water, dude. You're not even safe on the water. I wonder when they're going to get cops in the air. This is their Facebook page, and actually this picture relates to the latest FOIA request that I got, and it's because I see their frickin' cars everywhere, man. I think last time I asked it was like 400 or 500 frickin' deputies here for a county of only like maybe 120,000, and we have a city inside of Charlotte County named PUNTA, GORDA has their own police force. So I mean, it's completely out of control. They have one of the biggest budgets per capita in Florida, in the top 10, probably the top 5. It's out of control, outrageous. And I kept seeing these cars everywhere, and I'm like, Jesus, how many cars do they have? And I got the piece of information today, and here it is. And look at that, I cut it off. But anyways, this is 10 pages of cars and boats and Jesus. So I'm just going to scroll quick. Like I said, 10 pages. Tell me when to stop. When is it 10 pages? So basically, if you work for Charlotte County Sheriff, everybody gets a car. Is this why his budget went up 20% since he's been in power for 5 years? It's at $62 million. 85% goes to pay benefits and retirement, and the rest goes to everybody gets a car, or a truck, or a van, or a golf cart, or a boat, or an interceptor, or a cargo van. I should have told them to put the MRAP tank on here and the helicopter too. Look at Maverick Flats boat. You too can get a flats boat if you work for Charlotte County Sheriff. It's just, you get John Deere mule. It's like, fuck, man, are you serious? Also, this is a new thing they're doing. They are doing new cars. Toyota Camry. They actually get a freaking undercover Toyota. So everything is safe. You are under investigation. You have committed no crime, but they don't give a shit. They're going to find a crime anyways. And, that leads me into the other thing, as you guys know, that I've been investigating, which is policing for profit. And I found out, like I said, the way that they're profiting is not just the fines. Last year at the court, they only made $3 million in fines, which is a lot. But I just told you, just for the sheriff's office, I'm going to reverse this now so you can look at all the fucking stuff they got again. Like I said, if you want a free vehicle, hey man, come on down to Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Not only do you get outrageous, unrealistic, unsustainable pay, but you get some kind of transportation to take home. But like I was saying, getting back to policing for profit, so there you go, $3 million that they got in fines and tax and stuff. So actually where they're making the profit is, like I said, the pay, benefits, and retirement. Regular people don't get that shit. It's because it's called a fucking Ponzi scheme. So that's where the policing for profit is coming in. Everything's illegal. They got to make it look like they're doing something to steal your money, because actually most of their money that they're stealing from you is not just from the fines and the fees, which is a lot. It's from the taxes. Like I said, per capita, we are paying the most in freaking Florida. I mean, it is stupid. Almost the most. There's actually some other idiots that are higher. I don't know how, but oh my God. Where proof is that it's out of control for the retirement system. They can retire after 25 years. So you can be 45 years old, have 6 months of schooling, and fuck people over for victimless crimes for 25 years and retire for the rest of your life until you're 80. So for another 35 years, we're paying your freaking wage. And like I said again, why can't the rest of us? Because it's illegal. It's a Ponzi scheme. It doesn't work. It's called socialist fascism. But another document that we got and that proves they're stealing from you is we tried to find out the top 10 people for last year and how much was paid in their retirement accounts. I got that for free from Charlotte County Government, Punta Gorda Police, and the court system here. Not a problem, for free. Punta Gorda is kind of stupid. They wouldn't tell me exactly how much each person got, but they did tell me how much they paid in for that year. It was a $500,000, man, for their little tiny police force. So, also, too, Punta Gorda is so messed up, their police force, they actually, even if you kill people and all this other kind of bull crap, and you're completely incompetent like Tom Lewis, you still get your retirement. Even though the city had to pay $2.5 million for his incompetence, they still gave him his retirement. Unbelievable. But, so that, so to get that document for the top 10 people and the retirement money, they want $300. And there again, we need lawyers, people. That is totally outrageous, unrealistic, illegal, and yeah, the list goes on and on. Again, by the way, I am blocked again on one of my new names. They were letting me make comments on here with a couple new names. The latest name that I made was Charlotte County Sheriff, which one word, and the other word was hates free speech. Apparently they did not like that. They did not think it was funny, and of course free speech is dead here. So I will show you that when I try to switch it to Charlotte County Sheriff hates free speech, boom, nothing, gone, can't make a comment. So illegally blocked again. Also, too, like I said, I got to make a rant about their page. They have not made a rant for a while, so there's a bunch of propaganda. Today, you could go eat at this restaurant here, and guess who your waiter and waitresses was? It was the Charlotte County Sheriff deputies and Bill PRUMMELL himself. You could go there and make a big giant tip for them, and it would go to Special Olympics. This is propaganda. The Charlotte County Sheriff does way more harm to the community than good. Also, if you gave a super big amount, these are called get out of jail badges, and this is not cool, man. If you get pulled over, you whip out one of these badges, you almost literally get to make a call to Bill PRUMMELL and say, hey, remember I gave you a big donation, man. So that's a bunch of crap. Here's where they're doing the you know, serving you, and you got to make a giant donation. This is bull crap, man. Propaganda. What else do we got? Come on. So here it was today. I missed it. I actually have to work to pay for their freaking wages to do this BS propaganda. So that was not cool. I have not seen this. This was a certificate of what? Dude, it is constant promotional ceremony. It's constantly narcissism here, man. It's really sick. Are you serious? You get a goddamn nice ass gun with our freaking money? See, narcissism, pat on the back. You've already seen me. I made videos. These dogs are out of control weapons, and they don't give a shit. You know, who cares? So if he damaged you like the dog did, he would be charged. But since the dog did it, who they consider a police officer, and if you touch him, you're in trouble. But if the dog mauls you, oh, it's just the doggy did it. Who cares? So, like I said, I actually didn't look into this before I started this. So, yeah, this is more propaganda, more narcissism. Very, very sick, man. It's out of control. Like I said, the department here is like up to 400 to 500 people, man. It's like way out of control. So every single fucking month they do this narcissism bull crap. Unbelievable. Look, you fucked over a bunch of people. Thank you. Oh my god. So anyways, man, sad, sad, sad. All with your tax money. Here's a bunch of sheep. Judas Priest. Oh god. Okay, when does it end? Okay, it's finally done, I think. Oh god, wow. So anyways, yes, narcissism is non-stop here. Here's a real job that they do. This, I admit, is real. Somebody tried to pass a fake $10 bill. These printers are so good people are starting to print their own money here because they're messing with the software. Because actually, I did not know that. They actually have a built-in software that if you try to copy money and print it, it won't do it, but you can hack the printers and to get them to do it. So very interesting. More propaganda here. You know, oh God. You know, the cops with these, they're trying to make the kids think that cops are good. Are you fucking kidding me? They're gonna fuck you over someday. They probably, who knows? Maybe they already fucked their parents over, and that's why these kids are in daycare, because mommy and daddy are in jail. Thank you very much. What else we got? Checklist for holiday travel, because everything's got to be controlled by the police. You cannot do anything on your own. Everything is illegal. Road crash. Okay, fine. That's real. Cold case unit. You know, when are they going to bust all the illegal crimes that they themselves are committing? Or the 5 people dead in jail? Or the thousands of people that were recorded, attorneys and clients, in jail, and that never went anywhere. That should be a national fucking story, and it never did. This is legitimate. Somebody stole something in a store. That's legitimate. Oh, got his picture. There he is. Here is the narcissism right here. See, I've been blocked. I can't post again because, you know, free speech is dead. So I'll have to get into that later. In fact, maybe I'll post that with this so you can see the narcissism. It's just freaking disgusting. Newest canine being sworn in. So see, this is what I'm saying. This is fucking disgusting. They're considered this cop who is going to maul you, yet if a real person, you know, did the damage a dog did, they would be prosecuted. But if the dog does it, it's fine. But if you defend yourself when the dog is, you know, illegally ripping you apart, then you're charged with fighting an officer. It's so fucked up, man. There we go. Today, Special Olympics, raising money. Oh, my God. I'm, like, way behind. They're super into doing... and the reason why I think that they're doing so much propaganda is they're about ready to break a story this Friday in the news and the TV here, where a lot of people came forward from the jail who literally witnessed people being tortured in the jail and people being killed. That's right. That's when I said killed. These jail cops are not helping some of these people and literally letting them commit suicide, or probably even goading them into committing suicide. It's really fucked up, man. So, like I said, I have not seen the page here for a while because they blocked me again just a couple of days ago, and they are full bore into propaganda. Tech tip. I mean, wow. What else? Shop with the cop. This is more propaganda. You get interaction one. Oh my God, more indoctrination with the kids. Oh my God, sad. Policing for profit. They didn't like it when I made a comment on this one. They spent your money on a freaking expensive ass drone to go out and get video to show all the bad driving on these roundabouts, what they should have put in the first place, you a-holes. So anyways, yeah, they didn't like it when I made a comment about that. Yeah, somebody got made detective. How many people did he screw? I mean, so I can go on and on. I'll stop because I'm rambling. But, oh, they did not like it about the comments about the Veterans Day. Yeah, that was not, yeah. Because my comment was, why celebrate that? We are not free. Are you kidding me? If the veterans really obeyed the Constitution, they would be fighting our government right now. They did not like that, and they took it away. Let's see if they left it. Nope, see, gone. They took it down.
Will everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Please grab a seat. We're going to start off with a special recognition for K9. And Sergeant Doherty, please come up and present.
I'm sure it's the first time you presented that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon, Deputy Sella and K9 Scar, if you would head up. DFC Stephen Sella and K9 Scar recently completed the minimum hours of 640 for their patrol and narcotics training as a team. They are now certified in both disciplines. Basically, the patrol work encompasses obedience tracking, building searches, bite work, and situational training, which concerns things they may encounter in the real world. And prior to rightness, they already have dealt with those in the real world and done an outstanding job, so I'm quite proud of both of them. So the narcotics training consists of basic obedience, narcotics odor familiarization, and numerous types of narcotics detection training scenarios. Schools contain not only practical applications, but they also consist of book work and tests which have to be completed prior to certification. So November 1st was their last one through United States Police Canada Association. They completed their narcotics training. They've been on the road now for almost 2 weeks. And I'd also like to, Deputy Bobby Lister, who actually trained them as a team, is here as well, and I'd like to congratulate him as well, doing an outstanding job. So congratulations to both of
you. Moving into years of service, starting off with 15 years of service, Lieutenant Todd Davis, if you can come up and present, please.
DFC Justin Morse. Today we congratulate Deputy First Class Justin Morse for 15 years of service with the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Justin was hired with CCSO as a corrections deputy on November 8th, 2002, and worked in various positions including housing, escort, and intake. Justin then transferred to patrol in 2007. Where he worked on the road as a patrol deputy and a police training officer. Justin is married to his wife, Brandy, and they have 2 children, a daughter, Alexa Morse, and son, Ryan. We appreciate your service to the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office and congratulate you on 15 years of service. Thank
you. Moving into 20 years of service, Deb Mikowski, can you come up and present, please?
Marty Schmo. Today we honor Marty Schmo for 20 years of service with the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. If you think 20 years of service is an accomplishment, Marty has been married to her love, Hans, for over 43 years. She has raised 2 children, Eric and Terry, while supporting her military husband. She is the proud grandmother of Annalise. Marty has worked many positions with the Sheriff's Office to include community service aide, district clerk, support services clerk, records, arms, and then back to records. As a district clerk, Marty received her FTO. She has been instrumental in assisting many of the civilians, along with deputies, on proper procedures for duties. No matter when you walk into the records department, Marty will greet you with a smile and assist all who seek guidance. During Hurricane Charlie, Marty assisted in distributing supplies to the public and other CCSO members to ensure that some of the necessities were available for those in need. During my transition into records as the supervisor, Marty was instrumental in training and giving me guidance on proper procedure and our beloved ACES program and other tasks. She is the calmest individual I have ever met. When she won Fantasy 5, her husband called to tell her. Marty was so nonchalant about it as I jumped up and down in excitement for her. You would have thought I was getting a payout. She has a great personality and a wonderful disposition. I am so blessed to say congratulations, my friend and coworker, on your 20th anniversary.
Moving into 25 years of service. Dennis, if you can come up and present, please, sir.
This is for a fellow that likes to blend into a crowd, so let's have a round of applause. And please see if we can get Dave Phillips to come up here. Prior to joining the CCSO on November 2nd of 1992 as the 911 coordinator.
Dale, you want this?
She'll end up with it anyway. Dave retired from a distinguished 21-year career in the USAF as a weather forecaster and military parachutist. After joining CCSO, the first project that he worked on was the digitizing of the street center lines for all of Charlotte County. Prior to 911 working on this, the only accurate maps of the county were the plat books. Dispatch had a very basic CAD system at the time that had no interface with mapping or records for jail management systems. Realistically, no one had digital maps because there was little GPS available to the sheriff's office at that time. The county had no dedicated IT department at that time and no mapping GIS. They got most of it from CCSO. After Hurricane Charlie, this building was renovated. Dave designed the original version of the dispatch center. Coinciding with that, a contract was made with a new 911 service provider. New phones, switches, computers, and furniture were procured and installed, and dispatch was moved from the county office building in Murdoch to its current location. The CAD software that we had at the time was in COBOL and also used for very basic records management and jail management systems. This software was not capable of being converted into the 21st century, plus the vendor was dropping out of the business. Being a small shop setup, when the vendor retired, the software would go offline. When that occurred, Dave became involved with the first of many software acquisition requests for proposals. CCSO purchased the Visionaire software, which combined dedicated CAD, records management, and jail management system modules into one package. Even though the jail and records management systems were replaced a few years ago, the CAD software was used up until December of 2015. In 2011, another request for proposals was created to replace the aging jail management system, and after interviewing multiple vendors, Zerker technology was selected. Numerous custom forms and modules have since been developed in the new system, doing away with much of the day-to-day paperwork. An automated PCA process recently implemented reduces the road patrol workload while streamlining the booking workflow process. All of these are things which Dave has been intimately involved in. More recently, Dave has also been involved in the development of requests for proposals for the selection of vendors for the jail video visitation system and for inmate cabins. Dave has also been a key member of the Court Technology Group representing CCSO IT in interactions with the 20th Circuit IT, Courts IT, and the State Attorney's Office to streamline and improve mutual processes like first appearance. Please join me in congratulating Dave on achieving 25 years of truly significant service to CCSO. Consistent in his service to agency members. Those of us who know him today can readily envision a younger Dave Phillips dispensing the same sage advice back then that we know him for today. Have you tried rebooting it yet? Thank you, Dave.
I gotta say, it's pretty subtle at what he does because I didn't think he did anything.
Okay, everybody, I want you to see.
Now give him his key back.
Moving into promotions, Lieutenant Todd Davis, can you please come up and present?
Corporal Kevin Connolly. Today we celebrate the promotion of Kevin Connolly to the rank of corporal. Kevin has been involved in law enforcement for 40 years, starting up north in Bellingham, Massachusetts. He will be ending his long and dedicated career at the end of this year as he retires from CCSO with over 11 years of service. During his 40 years, Corporal Connolly has been a major crimes detective for the most of that. He started out on the road and ended up in major crimes. At the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, he is still currently in the Major Crimes Division and is an integral part of training new detectives. He is responsible for the command bus, the child abduction response team, and he is also on the cold case review board for the state of Florida. Corporal Connolly was also one of the founding members of our agency's Employee Assistance Fund and is currently the vice president. Corporal, we are honored to celebrate this promotion with you. Congratulations.
Moving into retirements. Lieutenant Carter, can you come up and present the first one?
Can we have Corporal Angie Price? Today we are congratulating Corporal Angie Price on her 15 years of service to CCSO along with well-deserved retirement. Corporal Price started her career with the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office on November 2nd, 2002. During her career, she has worked in several areas within the agency. She started as a housing officer who quickly became a classification officer. She worked in that area for 4.5 years. After working in classification, she became a transportation officer who worked in that department for approximately 4 years. After working in the transportation area, she went back to working as a housing officer for approximately 2.5 years and will now be ending her long career as an intake officer. While working with the agency, she has attended various incentive courses. She was also a field training officer, which she did for approximately 3 years. Angie will officially retire from CCSO on November 30th after 15 years with our agency. She plans to spend her time with her grandchildren, going to watch her son play at FIU college football games, and just relax, enjoying life. Thank you for your 15 years of hard work and dedication to our agency. You will be missed, but congratulations on your retirement. Can I have Corporal Herman Carter? Today we celebrate the retirement of Corporal Herman Carter. Herman began his career with the Department of Corrections in 1988. During his time with the Department of Corrections, he was a CERT team leader, sergeant, K-9 sergeant, and lieutenant. In 2005, after working 17 years with the Department of Corrections, he decided to come work for the Sheriff's Office. Corporal Carter quickly became an asset to the Detention Bureau due to his extensive experience. He has been assigned to housing, intake, became a DRE in 2010, and an FTO for over 10 years. Corporal Carter also received Detention Deputy of the Quarter on 3 occasions. Although his retirement is a great one, it is also going to be difficult. He is an outstanding deputy and brother, and his knowledge and ability to train will be greatly missed. After 12 years with CCSO, Herman is looking forward to retirement. Much of his time will most likely be filled with fishing. He has been a professional fishing guide since 1996 and has a successful fishing rod repair business. Please join me in celebrating Corporal Carter on his retirement from CCSO.
Lieutenant McBee, if you come up and present, please.
Lieutenant Catherine Stewart. So a week ago, I had the pleasure of honoring Catherine for 30 years of service. And at that time, we went through the various stages of her career. But today is her official retirement. So we're going to do things a little bit non-traditional. And we have some friends that would like to say a few words about Catherine. And then Catherine would like to speak. I did want to point out to Catherine that as I was helping Andreas select some of these photos, I personally had to look for some photos, and they were on CDs. And there may have been, I'm not going to lie, a couple 3.5 floppy disks also. So the first time I met Catherine, just a little bit about our background, I believe I was walking my daughter Jeannie into the office when she was maybe about 1 or 2 years old. And from that point, Catherine and I hit it off remarkably. And now, Jeannie just had her first child, and Catherine was at her baby shower, and she was at my son's, when I had Jesse at his baby shower. So she's been an integral part of our life, very much part of our family, as she is with many of you. Catherine is full of grace and mercy for everyone. I don't think that she knows what it's like to hate anyone. Her compassion in this agency and for our community is remarkable, and I don't think there's anyone that quite compares to her in that area. So she is going to be greatly missed. I would ask that people remember that mercy and grace that she shows for other people, and that we carry that on to continue making our agency a wonderful place to work. And Catherine, this isn't goodbye, because I know that the Lord has some great plans for you to carry you out into the community so you can spread more of that joy. And right now, we're going to have a few people come up. Rick Goff would like to say a few words.
You know, guys, how I like to speak. I don't know if I need this, but I think it was 1988 we met. Kathy just got out of the academy, police academy. We were going to stick her deep undercover on a big place we were working. We had a safe house in Port Charlotte, away from here, so everyone didn't know where we were at, and who we were, and all that stuff. Well, I don't know who was more shocked, myself or her, when we walked in and saw each other, like going, who are you, and who are you, and all this stuff. So we were really shocked on that. And then Kathy's got some little car that she drives.
Ford Fiesta.
Fiesta. Well, Kathy didn't know you're supposed to put oil in cars. And she went through very many cars that year. That's why we just went to the impound and got the biggest piece of junk we could. It didn't matter what she drove, she was going to tear it up. But we met, and there was like really a shock, and we became good friends, and we'll be.
Always.
When Kathy retired, they brought me back, so she'll be back.
Lieutenant Melissa Kilby.
So I first met Catherine, and when I say this with all the love in my heart and all of the sympathy, because I've been through it. Catherine walked through the back doors with one of her kids. Even though she was arresting them, she still called them all her kids because they were at the schools. And she was very, very pregnant with Mackenzie. So she looked a little tired, a little ragged, but she had a smile on her face like she always does. And then fast forward about 7 years, and I got placed in IA, and Catherine was my partner. She took me under her wing, and she taught me everything I needed to know about investigations. Yes, everything. And yeah, she had compassion. She has compassion for the county, for the citizens, for our brothers and sisters in the agency. And we always fought hard to find the truth in everything that we investigated. And she didn't, you know, if you know Catherine, she doesn't really put up with anything too long. But she always has a smile on her face and a soft look in her eye until she gives you the mom look. You know that look, don't you, Mackenzie? So I was sitting in my office one day, and Catherine says, "Hey, I'm going to be on the phone for a few minutes. I have to call Waste Management in Northport." I said, "Okay." She was having a problem with trash pickup. I don't remember the exact thing. And I'm sitting in my office and I'm doing some stuff and I hear her voice starting a little louder. And then I'm not understanding what she's saying. So I get up and I walk to her door and I'm looking at her and she's very animated at this point on the phone. And I'm like, they can't understand you. And she says, what? I said, they can't understand you. She's like, what's not to understand? I said, Catherine, I can't understand what you're saying. Your Scottish brogue is coming through really bad at this point. She went, well, I'm not going to say what she said. But she started laughing. She told them she would have to call them back, and she hung up the phone. And then her and I just laughed really, really hard about it. But she was always there for me in good times and bads and birthday parties and everything else we went through. And I'm going to miss you and love you. And I'm not far behind you, actually. So we'll have to, in 3 years, make our plans. And I love you.
We'll let you back in.
I didn't really know I was going to be speaking today, but here we go. I was like, Catherine and I went back, way back from the beginning. We went to the academy together. I thought something was wrong with her because we were all working and she wasn't working. So she like, now I know what she was doing, rigged off. So I was working. Yeah, we went. Like I said, we went to the academy together. Thank you for helping me tolerate those rides down to the academy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay. So we worked together, Catherine and I. We first started our careers. We kind of went different paths. She got to hang with the elite more than I did. But we wound up in school resource together. She was my supervisor in school resource. And we had a great time there. It was a wonderful, wonderful years of our life. You know, to see the compassion she has for her kids was great. She was a great mentor in that profession. Taught me a lot in that, and I really appreciate that. Then I went into staff inspection, where I excelled. And, she was one of the first things they said to me when I got in there. It says, welcome to professional standards of training. You know you're going to be doing IAs, right? And I go, okay, I guess if you say so. So Catherine was in internal affairs at the time. She was so instrumental. Again, like Melissa said, Melissa was there as far as mentoring me and teaching me how to properly do an internal investigation. Again, where I excelled. I just want everybody to say that. Right, Sheriff?
Well, we do both ends of it. So.
Listen. You know, you can't be a successful IA investigator unless you sit in that chair. And believe me, I sit in that chair. So anyway, it's not about me today. It's about Catherine. Catherine, like I say, there's a lot of stories. It's being recorded. It's going to be on Facebook. I can't say. You know what I mean? We had some great times. So I want to wish you all the best. I know you're going to do great afterwards. You know, I speak from the heart. I love you to death. So thanks, everybody.
Before I turn the mic over to our beloved former Sheriff Phil Cameron, does anyone else want to speak? Okay, you own the mic.
Oh yeah! Where's the skirt?
I went to put my kilt on, it doesn't fit anymore. You'll all indulge me. I have my bagpipes. Please silence for the Scottish national anthem. Catherine, who I was just called Scotty, I've loved her since the day I met her. And I found myself in a position as a new sheriff when I transferred her into internal affairs as being a translator. Because my entire family is from Scotland. So I understood exactly what she was saying. But Sandra Radke couldn't understand a damn thing she was saying. And one of the first IAs that she did, Sandra walked in and handed me the transcript, and the transcript said on it, word, 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 inaudible. Word, 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 inaudible. Word, 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 inaudible. The entire thing was filled with inaudibles. And I said, Sandra, what is this? She goes, you listen to it. Well, I listened to it, and I can understand her, but I can understand why nobody else could. Not to mention the fact that when she got rolling, she got talking faster. So I listened to the entire transcript, and I called Catherine in, closed the door, and I said, you've got to talk slow English. I said, you're driving Sandra crazy. She doesn't understand a word you're saying. And I said, and these aren't criminal interviews. These people work for us. We actually like them. You remember that? I do, sir. It's because she was yelled, she was as if it was a criminal. You're lying! You're lying! Excuse me, brother. These are our employees. I don't like to keep them.
Catherine, I wasn't going to hang you out there like that. You know you would.
But everywhere we ever placed her in the job, and everywhere she's been top shelf. Love her.
At this time, I'm going to turn the mic over to Catherine. She has a few words to say.
I can't believe it's here. I cannot believe I have done 30 years in this place. It's been amazing. What? Slow down. Make sure slow down. You know, I was kind of blessed to have last week to speak at my 30 years. And I said a few things, and, you know, I quickly, because 6 weeks ago I was like, all right, I'm kind of in the retirement mode. My replacement was put into my job, and then the sheriff said, oh no, you get over there and help with IAs. I'm like, dang it, I want to relax. He's like, no way. So I couldn't get to do everything I wanted to do, but so thank you for everybody that came today, because it was one of these fast, I'm going to invite all the people that touched my life for the last 30 years, and everybody that came, thank you, because some way, in some fashion, I love you all. And you have influenced and molded me through my 30 years, and I just wanted to acknowledge that to you all personally. So, I have a couple words. All right. I always have a few words. So 30 years have flown by, and this will be the last time I formally present a speech to all of you at the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Maybe. It has been a happy time, a time where I've given my loyalty, and a time where I've learned a great deal and I've given it my all. Over the years, this office has taught me the value of having a positive, enthusiastic group of co-workers, and I have witnessed all my co-workers tirelessly and constantly enhance the image of the Sheriff's Office, especially in the schools. You guys have been amazing. I also need to acknowledge just how much, again, you all have shaped my life and became my friends at this office. I've had many experiences that too many to mention, that have impacted my life in a memorable way. And it just scratches the surface with the few words that you have came up and have mentioned. But I have a couple of people I just want to recognize, please. The one that started it all, the one that brought me to this office, was Major Mike Gandhi. He started me here, he turned me on to law enforcement, and it's kind of unique because here I am 30 years because of this man. Here he is at my was at my beginning, and here he is at my end, which is really cool.
Meaning she didn't think you'd be alive.
Let's get this guy's favorite. I want to mention, because I have a lot of friends in this office that I love and I cherish, because really it's all about relationships, and that's what it boils down to, is the relationships that you have with the people that you work with, that you are friends with. Professionally, I have met some amazing individuals. So, and I'm going to reach to my people from the school board, because I've asked a few people here from the school board that has shown the absolute professional and love for education and love for these children. And I want to thank you personally, Jim, Edie, Mike, Lee, Paul, Lou. It's been an absolute honor to watch you guys in your element, because it's such a delight, because I love these kids, I love this community, and it meant so much to me to watch and just be in awe of you all. For my sheriffs, oh my, I called Sheriff Sapp, or I emailed him, but he gave me a chance. A 21-year-old little girl from Scotland who no one understood. He took a chance and he hired me, which I was amazed. And so Sheriff Sapp gave me the opportunity. Sheriff Warsh kept it going. Sheriff Davenport, these were all amazing sheriffs. Then Sheriff Cameron come in and he just changed the whole look of the sheriff's office. We love you. And then ultimately, my sheriff. My loyalty went to all of you, and that is one of my most important attributes that I give, and I hope that I tell you, is to be loyal to your people, to be loyal to this office. Because you know what? Then we have each other's backs, and you know what? It brings positive energy, and it's the way it should be. And I hope that I do this to my children, that they are loyal to me. I have learned that, you know, it takes a special group of people to commit their jobs on a daily basis, even when it gets tough. And believe me, we've all experienced that through the years, and I've had some tough years, let me tell you. But people like Ricky, Sherman, John Pedret, where are you? Don't try and hide. Donnie M. Ryan, I love you guys. Cass, Matt, where are you? Where's Matt? Did you leave? Oh, there you are. I'm looking right at you, but Todd, sorry. Jim, Mike, that's right. I was just looking at you. Jill, Alyssa, I love you all. Finally, personally, happiness is the consequence of personal effort. And if you fight for it, strive for it, insist upon it, you'll always have it. To my girls, Tinkerbell. Wow. Christine, I love you. You have been there for everything. Diane, I love you. Nog, thank you for coming. Chrissy, Lacey. I love you guys. So but I have to tell you one thing though. It's the last couple of years of my life, even you too. Don't try to hide behind your phone. My girls, now I love my babies, my son, my daughter, but the last couple of years, these have been my absolute angels. This is the Port Charlotte High volleyball team. And if you've watched my Facebook, seriously, when these girls walked in, it made my day. I love them. You girls are mwah, mwah, amazing, and thank you for coming. You know what? It's been great. To my boyfriend, thank you. I was going to come in here and have nothing, say nothing. I was just going to quietly go into the night, but you know what? He's like, are you kidding? So for all of you that came, thank you. And I really appreciate it, and I really, really thank Donna, I see you back there, I'm sorry. Sandra, I love you. Anyway, thank you for coming. I hope that everybody gets the success and the feeling that I've had for this job. It's been absolutely amazing. I have never had a bad day. And that's quite an accomplishment, I'll tell you. So for those who still work here, give it all you got, because you know what? It's the best job you can ever have. So thank you.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I found that I had to make a change this ending on my videos, letting you know about the channel and fair use laws, you know, how we can report on other people's reporting and how it's good, how it's bad, etc. But you guys can look it up yourself. It is legal. It's in there. But like I've told you before, that I've been cut off from making money on YouTube for 4 years. It's really weird, bizarre, but they cut the money off, but they said you can keep the channel, and now YouTube makes all the money. And if you get bored, plug it into Social Blade website, and you'll see that they are making a huge amount off the site. Right now it's at 63 million views, 53,000 subscribers, almost 3 million views a month. You know, trying to wake people up, and I make nothing. In fact, I got a customer that's ex-congressman. He said if I could ever find a lawyer, sue YouTube on it. But because this is nuts, 4 hours a day, and to save America. You know, but at the same time, it's worth it. Look at what our founding fathers did. They died for this country. So, but getting back to the money part, this is why I'm redoing the video. Is my dream of everyone giving $1, and it's going to be $53,000 a year, or if they did Patreon, which you know, can be monthly. That is not working. That'd be great if it did. Nothing is perfect. And I appreciate the people that do donate, you know, what they can on PayPal. And there again, I'm letting you guys know that is not much. Is, you know, monthly is, oh my god. So anyways, yes, you cannot live on it. It's very, very, very low amount. But the dollar things, I do appreciate that. But when I first said everybody give $1, that's not working. I'm just I'm just letting you guys know it's, yeah, that's that dream. Everybody gives $1. 53,000 subscribers, it's not working. So, yes, if you can give more than that, you know, I appreciate it. Like I said, you know, I'm in a unique situation where, you know, what we're already debt free, and I'm not rich, but with the little business that we have, I am able to do what I am able to do 45 hours a day, you know, letting you guys know what's going on. In 4 years, I've did the whole thing myself, 12,000 videos on there. I literally get emails where people are like, holy crap, I never knew it was this bad. And it is this bad, and it's getting worse every day because we have the internet, we have cell phones, we have cameras everywhere now, and it's just disgusting what's going on. And then, as you guys know too, now we got Trump, we got Jeff Sessions doing a war on drugs, and now he wants to go after the forfeiture laws again. It's just unfreaking real. So, if you can give more than that dream of everybody giving $1, yeah, that old video, that's not working. They're not, they're just not. So anyways, if you can give more than that dream is not working. Hardly anybody is giving. There you go. So that's why I'm remaking the video. If you can give more than that, that would be great. And there again, like I said, the Patreon's there. There is some people on there that are starting to give, but there again, it's very, very low. And like I said, I don't want to get rich off of that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because, you know, it's still so stinking corrupt. It's not even funny. My court case that I'm going to be paying out of my pocket myself with Charlotte County's coming up. They illegally looked me up and then posted all my information on LEOAFFAIRS website. They basically doxed me, however you want to say that. I forget what the word is, and they outed me, man. And that information on that site went out to 500 sheriffs, deputies, people that work at the jail, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, it is very, very scary, but we're going to do a federal case, 1983 case, violating freedom of speech. We have 17 cameras in the house now. We got 2 cameras in the car. I always carry a camera plus a cell phone. A lot of people are highly recommending I get a vest now. If I could, if the wife would let me, I would run for sheriff. We are trying to push the thing nationwide right now. Where just to mix it up and to get the topics out there is register to run for sheriff, NPA, no party affiliation, as a write-in, and that is completely free, and you can participate in the elections. And there's a lot of stuff. We got a guy, James McLinnis in Pinellas County, Tampa, who almost won. He experienced the corruption himself. The story is unbelievable. Look him up. It's mind-blowing what they did. It pissed him off. He is very, very smart. He has way more money than I did. He ran for sheriff at the last 3 months last year in 2016 and almost won. He got all of the black vote. And the reason why he did that is because he ran on, I will not bust, we're in Florida, I will not bust anybody for weed anymore unless it's an ungodly huge amount, like pounds. And then he also ran on no more victimless crimes, no more of this freaking road pirate bull crap. And then he was going to cut the budget by 30%. And when you think about that, you can. If you stop the road pirates, you can get rid of a bunch of people. Gone. So, the wife has been saying, yes, I can, yes, I can't. So I don't know. We're trying to find somebody that can do it because I am busy doing this anyways. But, so I'm making a video, like I said, that $1 a month from everybody, you know, for 53,000 subscribers, that is not working. I'm just letting you guys know. Absolutely give way more than $1 a month. If you can, I appreciate anything. By the way, remember too, when you give that, PayPal takes like freaking 15 to 20%, so it's even worse than that. But, and there again, like I'm letting you guys know, it's way, what I get is very, very low. Appreciate it, but it is very, very low. Can't live on it. I'm just, you know, I'm working, and that's what I'm working on. And that court case is going to cost a buttload of money. That's federal court. Just the filing fees and the depositions that we're going to be doing with this corrupt cop. So there's another reason to give. We are going to be doing a deposition with this very corrupt. He was in a drug squad. He is a bad guy. He's on steroids. We heard steroids are rampant here. That's why their attitude is so bad. And we are going to get him on video, and it will be on YouTube. So that case alone is $5,000 just to bring it to court, and that's my money out of my pocket. So there's another reason to give, and give way more than $1 if you can. So keep that in mind. This is the new video, and I see, God, I talk a lot. It's already 7 minutes, but had to make it just to let you know that $1 a month from everybody is not working. They're not doing it. So if you can give more than that, please. So thanks. Keep it up. Share, like, subscribe, tell your friends, send me your videos on corruption, and I'll post it.